Getting to a place emotionally or even physically or in a comedy sense is, there's literally, luckily, especially because I study with Ivana Chubbuck, there's like a formula to it. And in the mechanics of it, it's rather simple, but it's wildly complicated in the creation of it. It's an intense process. I honestly, if you like acting and you want like a real answer to that, just read this book. It'll change your whole world. And it did it for me. It did it for people that you guys respect, like the Halle Berrys and Charlize Therons of the world, and James Franco, Brad Pitt. Like it's called The Power of the Actor, written by a woman named Ivana Chubbuck. You can always just Google me and like acting coach. It'll come up over and over again. But it's an intense process, but it's so cool. And it's what I think, it's why I end up liking Damon. I think it's why Damon resonates with a lot of people, is because even though he's this like maniacal psychopath who does a lot of things that are extremely morally questionable, you end up loving him because there's something vulnerable to him at times. And that is, I think, I'm just giving you, like, I'm saying this in all humility. I'm not like tooting my horn. I'm not even that good. This has nothing to do with me. It's more about Damon. But it's me plugging in real things from my life that make me vulnerable. If I were to tell you them, you would say, whoa, that's a little heavy for a Saturday morning. But you layer that into the work, and then it becomes real for me. So therefore, now all of a sudden it's real for Damon, and then it becomes real for you. So if I just showed up and said the words on the page, like, hi, I would like the steak for dinner, it's just not that interesting. But if I layer in things that happen in my life, past, present, and future, with real relationships, and I start substituting the people in the show. You know, I hate to break it to you, but Damon Salvatore is a fictional character that lives in a fake town in a time that we don't know. Elena is a character on a TV show. She's not a real person. But I have to make that a real person. And so you substitute all these characters for all these real people in your life, and whew, it becomes pretty interesting. People, you know, it's so funny. Actors always say, what do they say? Like, I think it was Stanford Miser that shut that down. Oh, you know, I lie for a living, like I'm a professional liar. And it's the exact opposite. Whoever said that, I think, is absolutely crazy. You're not lying. Your job as an actor is to show up and tell the truth. Whatever that truth may be for you. But if you show up and you're lying, then you're lying to an audience. And this isn't like a couple thousand people. This is tens and tens of millions of people. And so it's my job to tell the truth so that maybe I can evoke anything out of you guys after a long, hard week of school or work or anything, you know? And that escapism that you feel while you're watching it is the same cathartic at times escapism I feel when I'm acting it. So it's sort of like you know, there's a great duality. We're experiencing the same thing, even though you're, effectively a camera lens. You know what I mean? So it's a very cool relationship that we all have together. You know what I mean? A very deep, complicated relationship that we're having.
Hi, Ian.
Hey.
Right here.
Where are you?
Right here in the front row, right here, babe.
Okay.
Can you tell us when the Azzaro campaign is coming out, and how did you like working with Anna?
Ana Beatriz?
Yes. Gorgeous.
Yes. Inside and out. Not only those Brazilians, man. Yeah, no, she's a buddy. Beautiful inside and out. You know, there's this whole stigma of this supermodel thing where, yeah, just a pretty person. No. Wildly charitable, so good to people around her. I honestly, I don't know. I think it's April, May of 2014. Really beautiful campaign we shot in Lake Como. I tell you, if you get a chance to go to that part of the world, man, Lake Como, oh my gosh. There is a reason people live there. I could live in a cardboard box there and be happy. Which was great, going from Lake Como directly into landing and going straight to the Vampire Diaries set to work. So it was a cool thing. I was a model for so long, but I just haven't done that in so long, and it was a lot of fun. But it's cool because it gives me the ability to go and do press in other countries specifically designed for that. Not Vampire Diaries, but it also gets me to be able to, go to other markets and work with ISF and do all these really cool things. So I'm excited. And they're an amazing company. They do incredible things, and we have a great partnership. So.
Hi, Ian.
Hey.
Right here.
Hello.
Hi. Sorry if I
Wait, you're from Brazil?
I am from Brazil.
See? What did I tell you? Brazilians, man, they're everywhere.
Oh, yeah. Sorry if I messed this up with my accent. First of all, I want to say I think you're amazing.
Oh, thank you.
I don't
Ditto.
mean like, yeah, you're a famous actor, and of course you're hot, but I mean all the things that you do for
Now I'm blushing.
all the things that you do for the environment, all your free time and the space in your life that you take to do stuff that is for us. So thank you.
No, thank you.
And my question is, when did you become from someone who just cared about the environment and the animals to someone who has a foundation with your name? What was your first insiders, like a hint that is like, oh, I can actually do something to help?
I was sitting on the toilet one morning, and I thought, wouldn't that be funny if literally that was the story? President Obama, I was on the toilet one morning and I had this great idea. No, honestly, I always wanted to do something like this. It was always in the cards for me. The catalyst, unfortunately, was not the coolest thing that ever happened. It was the BP oil spill. When I realized, I found out that happened, and I literally went to my old apartment. It was right after we wrapped season 1. I grabbed my clothes, my cats, threw them in the back of a car, a small SUV, and throw the cats like in the trunk. And drove home, and I literally called my dad, and I said, hey man, I need you to go to this camera store in New Orleans and pick up all this equipment for me now, please, please. He's like, I got you. Yeah, boom, he was there, he went and did that and delivered all the equipment to me. And I just realized how helpless I felt watching my home, and make no mistake about it, one of the largest oxygen producers in the world, the Gulf of Mexico, be completely destroyed. And I mean destroyed. And I thought, nope, never again. Ever, ever, ever again. Do I want to feel this helpless? And should anybody I know or even don't know, even my deepest, darkest enemies, should ever feel this shitty again? And so I had a lot of really amazing experiences with guys like, there's a guy named Peter Seligman, who's one of the heads of Conservation International. He started it. Conservation International is literally one of the largest, if not the largest, conservation organizations in the world, globally. They're huge. This guy is like my uncle, and I also had people like, Deepak Chopra, and amazing people in my life that actually helped me take the idea and make it concrete.